Welcome back to Sky Sports News as we continue to launch the all-new Sky Sports boxing era, and we're delighted to say we're joined by Caroline Dubois and Richard Riakporhe. Great to see you both in studio.
Great to see you too.
Yeah, Caroline, fresh from Tokyo as well for you.
I know, it was a crazy experience, and you know, it's mad to say that since being 11 years old, watching 2012, I've wanted to go to Olympics, and I did that, so that was cool.
Me too.
It's something that, yeah,
I wanted to go to the Olympics too, but I ended up going to university to study, kind of made that sacrifice, but I grew up watching Olympic boxing, like Artur Beterbiev, Julio Cesar La Cruz, all of those Cuban fighters, Erislandy Savon. That was my dream, honestly. I just wanted to have that vest on and compete there, but you lived my dream, so I'll take that.
Everyone has their own path. Everyone
Absolutely.
does. But yeah, you've been to the Olympics, an outstanding amateur career, and you've made the decision. You're just 20 years old, but you've made the decision now to turn professional. What was the thinking behind that? Because you could have done one or even two more Olympic cycles.
Definitely, but I feel like the challenge was there for me, you know. All my life I wanted to go to Olympics, and you know, God blessed me with that opportunity, you know. And I feel like I received that blessing, and I'm happy that I managed to go there. But I feel like I enjoy challenges. I don't like things to get stale. I don't like things to get easy, and I don't like that complacency. I wanted something a little bit different. I wanted something that made me feel like, you know, excited, nervous, and the feeling I am now. I wanna fight. I wanna prove myself. I wanna prove how good I can be. And given the platform that Sky has offered, and given the opportunity that I've been offered, why not take it?
Well, we're very much looking forward to seeing you out, hopefully around November time. But for you, Richard, we're going to be seeing you very soon, aren't we?
Yeah,
in October.
around the corner.
October, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
who are you going to be fighting? Tell us about that.
So a guy called Krzysztof Twardarski. Forgive me for the
I'm glad you said that, not me.
I was going to leave that to you, but yeah. Yeah, so back in, it's been a while. Had injuries, had some other issues that were apparent, but I don't want to get into that. But, you know, we're here now, and it's a great platform. Most of my fights have been on Sky Sports. You know, most of my important fights, you know, for championship fights and stuff. So we're back in to continue the journey, and I'm happy. I'm really happy to be here.
And it has been quite the journey, hasn't it? You haven't been in the ring for a while, but how are you reflecting on your career so far?
Yeah, it's been good. You know, I think my stocks have went up because the guys that I've went on to fight for European titles and win, Crispin and Smith, Tommy McCarthy, and it just shows the level. So now everybody's been interested in saying, they've been asking, where's Richard Riakporhe? I've been receiving thousands of messages all over social media, and they just want to know what's going on. They thought I retired, but we were working in silence, me and Angel Fernandez at Loughborough University, and we just want to create our legacy. You know what I mean? We're not here to make up numbers. We're here to put in this work and get these titles. That's all we want, world domination.
Well, Caroline's going to be in the gym with one of those, with Crispin and Smith, aren't you? Because you're going to be trained by Shane McGuigan. Lawrence Okoli, is he on your radar as well? He's in the gym. You'll have to be...
Listen, nobody's safe. Nobody's safe.
Up.
So, Caroline, you better be really careful, you know. I hope you're not disclosing any information over that side. I was just playing.
What's the plan for you, Caroline, if you dared to sort of dream and look too far ahead? Because the reality is, your idol is Katie Taylor, and the reality is you could not only be boxing alongside her, but actually, ultimately, you could be fighting her. How does that feel?
It feels exciting, you know. I feel like you have to, in life, you got to work so hard that, you know, your rivals do become your, you know, your idols do become your rivals. And I feel like this is my opportunity to not, I feel like thinking about Katie Taylor, I shouldn't be really thinking about her. I need to be thinking about myself. I need to be thinking about what I can do and how I can progress. If she's there, then why not? You know, why not? But I feel like there's so many more options. There's so many more talented females turning pro. Why not? There's so many more options. Michaela Mayer, Terry Harper. I'm in a stacked division, so it's going to be amazing to be able to, you know, bring something to the game, bring something to my division.
And you come from a boxing family. Daniel Dubois is your brother. He's in the same gym as you. He's coming off an impressive win at the weekend. Did you watch him? Do you watch him?
I was up all night screaming my head off. If you'd seen me, it would have been amazing. Like I just panicked. I was not in a good place that day. And I was just so happy it was over so quickly because, you know, he's my older brother, and you know, I look up to him a lot. You know, he's someone that I want to make feel proud of. You know, when he tells me things, I feel so happy, and You know, I don't want to see him get hurt, and I don't want to see him being in those situations. So it's really hard for me to watch him fight. But
you two have picked the wrong game.
I know. Well, he's my brother, and I have to stand there. I need to support him. So of course, I was up all night. You know, I was watching it, and it was amazing to see him go out there and do it.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because both of you have come from very different sort of backgrounds, haven't you? We spoke about the Olympics at the top there. We spoke about the different journeys, and outside of the ring, you do some amazing work, don't you, Richard? You go into schools and talk to children about role models and having that kind of influence in their life. Why? Why is that?
Yeah, one of the reasons why I do that is because growing up, I didn't have a lot of positive role models around me. I grew up in a big council estate in Aylesbury. You know, all we saw was negativity everywhere, crime, drugs, you can name it. And if I had that positive role model to kind of look up to, somebody that I could resonate with, who knows where I would have been like sooner. I could have been in a completely different place by now, you know. But like you said, everybody's got their path, and I'm following my path now. I'm a completely reformed individual, and people that I grew up with, they can't believe the transition. They're like, are you the same guy that I used to hang around with on the block? And yeah, that's me. And my way of giving back, I've kind of taken it upon myself to be that kind of that idol in the community, if you would, and trying to give back and tell the kids, like, listen, you know, it's all about decision making. That's what it comes down to. You can make a decision that can progress your life or regress you. So, you know, make those positive decisions, and then you can end up doing way more than me, because I'm just a normal person from the block, and I grew up in the council estate. If Richard Riakporhe can do it, then you can definitely do it too. And that's my message.
Brilliantly said. I'm just going to touch on something you said to me, Caroline, just before we came on. You said, what a fight night's like. Like, what can we expect? I mean, you're going to find out soon enough. Are you someone that feels any nerves, any pressure?
I feel like I do. You know, I definitely feel the pressure, but I feel like I grow from it. You know, without pressure, there'll be no diamonds, and I feel like that's what shapes you, and that's what challenges. If you have no challenges in life, you're not going to be shaped. You're not going to be formed, and the pressure that I'll feel mostly will be the pressure that I put on myself to perform. Exactly.
Yeah, very well said. What can we expect then in October?
Listen, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm going to knock him out in the first second or just go the distance and, you know, just kind of get my ring rust out of the window. I'm not too sure, but listen, all you can expect with me, it's going to be explosive. I train to knock people out. It's just that simple, you know. And I have a great team on board right now, and I'm excited. I'm so excited, and I'm even more excited about the Sky Sports team, because everybody has the same type of competitive spirit. Everybody wants to get the market share of the boxing, and all the levels of Sky Sports are working to make this happen. And I'm like that naturally, you know, competitive. I'm a boxer, and I compete with people, you know, to become the best. My aim is to be the world unified champion in 12 to 18 months from now. It's a big ask, but I know I can do it. I definitely know I can do it, because in 11 fights, I've captured the British undefeated. I beat 4 people in the top 10 in the cruiserweight division. They can't believe it. I came off the streets like a year before. You know what I mean? So, you know, what could I really achieve?
Well, do you know what? We're very excited to see you both on Sky Sports, and we're very excited to have you on board. Caroline, look forward to seeing you make your professional debut. Don't forget, if you'd like to get tickets, you can go to skysports.com/boxing for the first couple of shows. Don't miss out on that.